What is going on, number ones? Here again, here for you, some Call of Duty Ghosts playing some Domination, this time on the map Strike Zone, and we're going to be using the FAD for this video. But welcome to this week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday, which of course is a weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in Chem Strikes, and depending on the kind of Chem Strike, I can do one of two things. I could, one, break down the Chem Strike and possibly give some informative, helpful information to my subscribers, or two, I could just sit here and go ooh and ah and gaze at just how awesome the Chem Strike was. This one was sent in by a subscriber of mine. His name is Silent Ninja. I recognize his channel. I recognize his name. He's been subscribed to me for a while, I believe. And it's kind of cool to see a long-time sub actually sending in some Chem Strikes. He has himself a nice little channel. If you guys want to go check it out, there's, of course, always a link in the description to the person that sent me the Chem Strike. Now, this one, it's a very nice Chem Strike. It's a very mimicable Chem Strike, which I had to take 2 takes of this commentary because how often do people use the word mimicable? Is that even a word? Or is there any dictionary aficionados in the comment section that could tell me whether or not the word mimicable is a word? Because it doesn't sound like a word, mimicable. Say it, mimicable. It's weird. Alright, so we're playing, like I said, some Domination here on the map Strike Zone. And the enemy team is at the B flag, which is the superior place to have the enemy team. Now, this is not one of those Chem Strikes where basically you say, okay, so you want to get A and C, and the enemy team is going to be within the B flag, and then you just kind of shoot fish in a barrel as they come out to you. That's what you want to do. In an ideal situation, he gets a specialist bonus right there. In the ideal situation, that's what you would want to happen when you're playing Dom on Strike Zone, but that doesn't always happen. And what I like about this particular Chem Strike is it's kind of like an adapt and overcome kind of kill streak. Kind of Chem Strike? Kill streak? Yeah, it's an adapt and overcome kind of gameplay. It's what he does throughout the gameplay. He adapts and he overcomes. Like right here, he has a whole new freaking map to play on. Right in the middle of the freaking gameplay. And at first, when I was watching this, I'm like, alright, so he just got a specialist. He's roughly halfway to his Chem Strike when I'm watching this gameplay for the first time. And now he has an entirely new map to play on. And that's what I like the most about this particular Chem Strike. It's a Chem Strike where he adapts and overcomes. It's a Chem Strike where he has a ton of different kinds of situations thrown at him, and he still manages to come out on top throughout all of them. That's one of the reasons I really like this Chem Strike. It's one of the reasons I went with it for Chem Strike Saturday for you guys today. So coming up here is actually a pretty interesting play. So check this out. He's going to kill this guy on the A flag. He saw this other guy, but he wanted to reload. And he's going to come up here and take him out. But now he's going to have to go prone because this guy's coming at him. He has to reload. He sees him with the Oracle through the boulder, which I just thought was a neat thing. Like, it's not like it was definitely a situational awareness kind of a play right there where he could, see the guy through the rock and be able to pop back up when the guy clearly knew exactly where he was at. It was more of a situational awareness play. It wasn't too much of a skill-based play, but I just thought it was kind of neat how the perfect timing of that sweep of the Oracle came up to kind of save his bacon right there. I just thought it was a rather neat play. But right now, the game is rather close. His team is only winning by 5 points, whereas flags are changing hands quite extensively. And during this kind of tiny little glimpse of period of time where he doesn't really get a kill, I'd like to ask you guys, what would you guys prefer when it comes to Strike Zone? Do you prefer Strike Zone before or after it's blown up? Which one do you guys prefer? Let me know about that in the comments. But right now, his team is in the process of taking every single flag, and this is a situation where I always find myself, I don't know, kind of at a loss, because right now there's no clear indication of where the enemy team is. Right now, they actually just took the B flag. Now there's definitely a clear indication, and this is where things start to get hairy. So the enemy team's running ballistic vests, and he's out of ammo. He finds a scavenger pack, he gets that ammo, but he's ended up killing both of those guys right there somehow, some way, because their backs were turned. He comes in here with no ammo versus 3 people with ballistic vests, still somehow comes out on top. Don't ask me, I don't know. He ends up finding a couple scavenger packs off the people he killed to make sure he can get some ammo for his FAD. And what I like about this one is I can call it an FAD Chem Strike, and it is an FAD Chem Strike because he picks up other guns, but he doesn't use them. Every single kill's with the FAD, which of course makes things easier. And down here's the ballistic vest. Is he going to grab it? He doesn't grab the ballistic vest. Huh. Or is he? No? No ballistic vest? Why no ballistic vest? I've watched this gameplay before, but I could have sworn maybe he already has it. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't get the ballistic vest right there. I think right now he's more or less focused on the fact that his team's about to win in 7 kills, and he needs to hurry up and get up there and try and get some kills and try and get himself to chem strikes. He's obviously very close to it, and the game's rapidly approaching the end. It's 197. Where is the kills? The enemy team's on the A flag. He sprays them down, gets it in, calls in the chem strike, ladies and gentlemen. There's another situation, a situation where you have to navigate across the map to try and find that one kill and do everything you possibly can to get that kill before the end of the game, and he does. And he does, and the chem strike goes off, but the game ends before the actual killing portion of his chem strike. But either way, I still thought that was a fantastic gameplay overall. What I liked most about the gameplay, like I said, was it was a real adapt and overcome kind of chem strike where he had tons of different situations thrown at him. It wasn't the kind of chem strike, final score was 16-7 by the way. It wasn't the kind of chem strike where he had like a set strategy of what he was doing. He wasn't running back and forth between two areas, kind of like the M27 IAR chem strike from last week. He didn't have anything like that where he just kind of ran back and forth between two spots and killed all his people. He was running around through the entirety of the map. And then the map blew up and became a new map, and he kept running around through the entirety of that map and got a bunch of clutch plays on his part, and it was just a well put together all around chem strike. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Chem Strike Saturday. If you guys like to send in your guys' chem strikes for next week's episode of Chem Strike Saturday, everything you guys need to know is on your screen right now. Make sure you upload the video as unlisted here to YouTube. A guy was sending me some chem strikes, and I looked at all the messages, and a guy was sending me some golden Maverick chem strikes. I think that'd be kind of cool. See what the Maverick looks like gold. See some chem strikes on the new maps. All of the ones that he sent to me were private, not unlisted. And when something is private, only the uploader can view it. When it's unlisted, anyone with a link to it can view it. That's why I say upload it to YouTube as unlisted. Make sure there's no commentary, no color correction. You disable resample. Link me via personal message here on YouTube, and then we're going to be all hunky-dory and good to go. If you guys like to check out Silent Ninja, everything you need to see is on your screen right now. There's a link to his channel in the description, as well as a nice fancy clickable annotation over the text on the screen right now. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Chem Strike Saturday. If you did, please be sure to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
I was banging 7 gram rocks, that's how I roll. I got one gear.